And we say, please, how do we just do a little thing so that those who are coming and their parents can just pay some token to assist us? In actual fact, let's ask ourselves, is it less than 200,000 that you think you are going to use to access a university education, pay the lecturers, build the schools, buy the books? We just said, meet us less than a quarter of what we are going to be spending for your education. The question is, who owns the child? Between the parents, the government, and the society. But for us, as a very government case, we believe that these three persons own the child. The parents brought the child to the world and so have a responsibility. The society is where the child will play and function. The society also have a responsibility to contribute to the upbringing of the child. And government, whose responsibility it is to ensure orderliness in society, also do have a role to play. And we said, even as a government, we have first of all moved ahead to establish the schools so that we increase the carrying capacities of our higher institution and afford our children the ability and the opportunity of advancing in terms of their academic pursuit. We didn't stop there. We have employed the teachers and we are paying the salaries. We have also built the infrastructure that they need to start up those schools. But this infrastructure needs to be maintained and sustained even as we continue to expand. And you and I do know that government may not have that capacity to continue to do all that. Some of your brothers are learning carpentry. Some are learning mechanics, auto technicians. Some are even learning trade in this place. Those persons, they are also debtors. The money we are spending to even build these schools also belong to them. How many of them are we paying for their apprenticeship money? If we are not even being unfair. These persons, they go and learn, they pay for themselves. They have freedom, they pay for themselves. They want to, rent a shop, they pay for themselves. Yet they belong to this same society that have this money that you think that must be available to only those who are in school. And individuals who are in the opposition think that they want to intimidate us with the issue of asking them to just pay so that we can have sustainable schools. Do they want to go to school today and after 4 years the schools will die? And then the children that are coming will not have schools to go to. So those who think they are harassing us because the students have been asked to pay a token, even when we are investing billions of money as a government to ensure that our school run effectively and provide them quality education and provide them education that is sustainable, please help us tell them that intimidation, that they are progressing in error and that we are not disturbed. Because what we are doing is to make sure that our children have sound education. And sound education, by the grace of God, we will give to them. So if your parents are asked, please help us so that it's not just one person carrying the load. Just help us. If we are spending as much as ₦1 million on the average for the annual training of a student, and we say bring less than a quarter of that money so that this load does not become too much, so that our teachers don't continue to go on strike, and you say no. Yet, if we agree with you, and tomorrow your teachers go on strike, the lecturers go on strike, this same child you say you don't want to pay for, we stay at home and even eat food that is more than the amount that you have used to pay the school fee. Or possibly join one very dangerous society that will even cause you more trouble or more harm. So we need everybody to look at it so that even when they continue to approach you, you too should assess it. Are we not supposed to have functional institutions? Why do you have your children in much more expensive private schools? We want our public schools to be much more attractive than those private schools. And that, by the grace of God, we will achieve as a government. I needed to make that clarification so that those who are saying that I mentioned, in any case, is it not better that anybody's parents sacrifice a bottle of alcohol to pay school fee? Is it not better? So if I say, parents, reduce your alcohol, those who drink alcohol, please divide it into 3. Drink 1, use the other 2 to join school fee. What is wrong in that? Do you want my father to be drinking alcohol and abandon me at home? So if anybody is going to social media and saying that I have advised parents to limit alcohol intake so that their children can have good education and think that me will be intimidated by that kind of thing, let him go and open a better Facebook account because that one is using it wrongly. I needed to make it clear in case of those who think that kind of thing, they should look for those that they will intimidate with that kind of thing. I'm a Deltan. I believe that our state should function properly. Ditto my colleagues and indeed our government. So those who are in the opposition who don't have anything to tell us, they even give us opportunity to further educate them when they make this kind of comments on how government is wrong. Because they are having challenge to talk about our performance. So they are looking for one straw to hold from one corner or the other. Unfortunately, these straws are not firm enough to hold them. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming to us this afternoon.
The Commissioner, please let's give them a round of applause.